Let's say you just bought a home and you're dealing with renovations and you need to pick a wall color. Most people just go with a safe option, either a shade of beige or white. It's easy, simple, and it goes with everything, right? But in reality, this safe choice is often wrong. It creates a home design that feels lifeless, sterile, and sucks out your energy. In this video, I'm just sharing how I've been able to make better choices for my space, using a bit of color psychology and mixing that with the rich design traditions from the Middle East. There's also this 30-second trick which I've been using to make sure that color actually works before I commit. It is super simple but surprisingly very helpful. Let's start with something which I've done many times, which is sticking to all neutrals. Beige, soft gray, they feel safe, calm, and grown up. They seem like they'll go with anything. So it's very easy to keep choosing them over and over again without thinking twice. People don't really talk about it, but when everything in a room is neutral, like a lot of grays and a lot of beiges, it can start to feel kind of empty. But not in a bad way, just like something is missing. It's not necessarily wrong, it's just quiet, too quiet. And you guys, when a room feels a bit dull, it affects your mood as well, without you even noticing it. And it's not that I'm saying it doesn't look good. Yes, it does look good, but the feeling, it's not always there. And I've realized that part matters more than I thought. Because when something feels right, you stop chasing the next idea. When a space really feels like you're not constantly looking to change it up or wanting to change it up, you just feel settled. But when it doesn't reflect you, that's when we keep switching things out and trying to make it feel right. I've been there, and that's exactly why I put together a free design lookbook, just some safe but interesting accent ideas that might help you. You know how sometimes a room just feels off, but you can't quite explain why. I have learned that a lot of it actually comes down to color. Color is not just about making things look nice, it actually affects your mood more than you realize. Some colors help you feel calm, like soft blues or greens that make you feel relaxed when things get stressful. You know how people sometimes take few deep breaths or look out a window at trees and nature to calm down? And then there is pink, which a lot of people use in girls' rooms because it feels warm and comforting. But some colors can also make you feel a little tense without even realizing it. Like blue is great for reducing stress, but too much of it can make a space feel cold and distant. Yellow feels cheerful and bright, but too much of it can be overstimulating. And in Middle Eastern homes, I love how terracotta tones pull in that desert warmth. They instantly make a space feel grounded and inviting. It's kind of like wild how much color affects the vibe of a room. There's even this 30-second quick test that shows what your space might be making you feel without even realizing it. It's really accurate. You guys, you know what helps a lot? Just removing the guesswork. Most of us choose paint colors while standing under the bright lights. And honestly, that's where things go wrong. The color always looks different at home. What actually works is you take 3 paint swatches and tape them on your wall, or if you can, bring in small paint pots and test the colors directly on the wall, somewhere where you'll see throughout the day. Then just check on them in the morning, around midday, and in the evening, and see how your space actually feels with all of them. You'll notice which color looks best in your space. Usually it's the one that feels natural and easy on eyes. It's a super simple trick, but it has made choosing colors very easy. And the fun fact is, this kind of thing has been done from ages. In some Middle Eastern villages like Arwa, artisans would test dyes on stones during sunrise and sunsets to see how the color shifts in real light. It's all about paying attention to your surroundings, so yeah, don't rely on store lighting, try it at home. You know what I realized the other day? That sometimes we get so excited about a color that we pick one bold thing for the room, like a vase or loud artwork, that everything else in the room feels a bit off, like it doesn't go together. But you know what helps? When the same color shows up in little ways, like on the edge of a shelf or pillow or something simple on the coffee table. It all kind of comes together and everything starts to connect without shouting for attention. You know, the fascinating thing is that in a lot of Middle Eastern homes, the spaces are usually neutral, beige, or soft grays. And there's that one deep rich tone, could be emerald green, gold, or deep ruby. They don't feel loud or like they're fighting to be seen, but somehow they anchor everything. And trust me, you can feel it, even if you can explain why. but it somehow makes the whole room feel warm, like somebody actually lives there. And honestly, after doing that a few times, I kind of found my rhythm. It made me think that if these small changes can shift the whole vibe of the room, then maybe choosing color doesn't need to be this big, stressful thing. Just a few well-chosen tones and everything starts to come together. So here's how I keep color simple, because yes, colors can get really overwhelming. Pick one neutral, one color you love, and one soft tone that kind of balances out everything. And that's it. If you like warmer tones, go with beige, rust, or soft white. If you like cooler shades, go with light gray, navy blue, and clean whites. That always works well. And if you're into earthy tones, you can try olive green, burnt orange, and sandy beige. And you guys, you don't have to redo everything. Even if your walls are just basic soft beige, try painting the wall behind the bookshelf a bit darker shade, like deep brown or a color you naturally gravitate towards. Just that one spot can ground the whole space. Yes, it adds depth, but it doesn't shout for attention. It's a very subtle way of adding character to a room. So if you've been feeling stuck with your space, maybe you can give it a try. Start small with just one cozy color at a time. You'd be surprised how quickly the room starts to feel more like you, and I'll see you next time.